In this video, I'm going to reveal an exciting new strategy on how to quickly increase profits from existing website traffic and paid advertising campaigns without paying more for ads or changing anything on your website. My name is Brian Foltz with WTV Media, and we're an 8-year-old marketing technology company specializing in optimizing profits from paid advertising campaigns for small, medium, and large clients, such as Microsoft, Coca-Cola, Las Vegas casinos, nationwide restaurant chains, e-commerce businesses, and local businesses. The purpose of this presentation is to show you a new strategy called Gen Retargeting that solves 3 of the biggest and most common problems with growing your sales from paid advertising and organic website traffic, which include low and/or decreasing return on ad spend, low target audience ownership, and inefficient follow-up marketing. But first, I want to make sure we're on the same page, because this strategy will not work for everyone. It's for businesses that are generating at least 5,000 unique visitors to their website or landing pages per month. But it's not about generating more traffic. This new strategy leverages your existing traffic to quickly increase your profits without you doing anything, and I'm going to show you case studies to prove it. But first, let's quickly review the landscape we're dealing with here. Increasing your website sales is challenging, and the competition is fierce, so it's important to stay current and to leverage every potential advantage you can find. But the problem is your options are limited. There's only so much website or campaign optimization you can do, and at some point, the benefits just don't justify the costs. Well, what if you had another option? Something that your competition has not even heard of? What if there was a simple and easy way to leverage more profit from your existing website traffic? Well, in just a minute, I'm going to reveal our simple 3-step strategy that quickly grows your target audience list and generates more sales and profits with virtually no risk. But first, let's look a little closer at the overall problem and why this simple strategy is so effective. If you're like most online businesses, your 4 most valuable business assets are 1, your customer database, 2, your target audience database, 3, your website content and traffic, and 4, your successful ad campaigns and data. And you probably have strategies in place to leverage all of these assets, including how to get more paid and organic website traffic. And that's good because most people coming to your website or clicking on your ads are qualified prospects for your products or services. But for most seasoned website owners, getting more traffic is not your biggest challenge. Your number 1 biggest challenge is probably how to convert more of your existing website traffic and paid advertising traffic into more sales. And most website owners' second biggest challenge is how to grow ownership of your target audience from existing website and paid ad traffic. Okay, so now let's quickly look deeper at these challenges and problems. When you generate organic or paid traffic to your website or landing pages, and those visitors don't purchase anything or fill out a form, then all you can do is try to recapture those visitors with traditional retargeting strategies, which is not very efficient and has a lot of problems today. And that leads to our next problem. Problem number 2 is slow ownership growth of your target audience data. For most online businesses, one of your biggest digital assets is the ownership of your audience, which as a minimum means you have a database with the name and email address of both customers and target audience prospects. And most importantly, ownership of your audience means you own the data and you don't rely on Google, Facebook, or anybody to target them with ads, send emails to them, or to communicate directly with your target audience. And at a minimum, this includes the name and email address of people with an interest in your products or services. So here are the 3 traditional ways to build target audiences from organic or paid traffic. Number 1 is when someone becomes a customer from visiting your website or landing pages, you capture their data and you own it. And you probably know those conversion rates. Number 2 is when someone fills out a form and gives you their name and email address. But with an average form fill or subscription rate of less than 3% of traffic, this is a very slow way to build your target audience list. In both of these data sets, customer and subscriber data, these audiences are first-party data because you own and control the data. And the third traditional way to build target audiences is retargeting. But as you know, there are a lot of problems with traditional retargeting today. But first, let's identify the core underlying root cause of these problems and challenges. Most website traffic is made up of 2 types of potential buyers. The first type we call the now buyer, and they're in the market to buy right now or very soon. And the second type we call future buyers, and they're still researching, but the vast majority of them will make a purchase sometime within the next 12 months. And of course, some of your traffic includes existing customers and some people that are not qualified buyers. But most importantly, most of your website visitors and people that clicked on your ads are qualified prospects. But the problem is, you don't know who they are. And you're probably using lots of tactics to get the sale and to capture their name and email address. But if you're like most websites and advertisers, over 95% of your visitors will leave without buying anything or without filling out a form. So you don't know who they are. And you're probably using traditional retargeting strategies to try to get them back to your website and to convert them into buyers or subscribers. But as you know, traditional retargeting of your website visitors with display ads is not as effective as it once was. And the first problem with traditional retargeting is that you don't own the data. The retargeting pixel that you put on your website was given to you by Google, Facebook, or another ad network. So the retargeting data it collects on your website visitors belongs to them and not you. It's third-party data. It's owned by the ad network, so you have to use that ad network to run retargeting ads because they own and control the data. So you don't own that audience. Google, Facebook, or the ad network owns it. The second problem with traditional retargeting is that it depends on cookies, which are a small piece of code that the retargeting pixel you put on your website drops onto your website visitors' browsers. So after they leave your website, your ad network can identify them and show them ads on other websites. And cookies are a problem for many reasons. First, desktop cookies expire within 30 days, and most mobile phone cookies expire within 7 days. And earlier this year, Apple announced all its devices no longer support cookies on Facebook ads, and Google ads are on the chopping block next for all Apple devices. So the biggest problem with traditional display ad retargeting is that you don't own the audience data. It's temporary third-party data. And so it's impossible to build a large audience with traditional retargeting. And you can see that in your tracking data because you end up with a very low volume of ads being shown to previous website visitors. And it never grows unless you increase your front-end ad budget. Now, traditional retargeting is certainly still worth doing because you get a great return on ad spend. Plus you get additional brand exposure. But the problem is you just can't generate enough volume of retargeting ads to move the needle and increase your profits very much. Another type of retargeting is abandoned cart retargeting, which is also very profitable. When a visitor opens a sales cart but does not purchase, you can retarget them with display ads, and if you captured an email address, you can send them retargeting emails, which are also very profitable. But the problem with abandoned cart retargeting is the volume is relatively low because only a small percentage of people open your store's cart, and obviously it's worth it, and you're probably already doing this. But it won't move the needle much either, and it's not a competitive advantage. The third type of traditional retargeting is email retargeting to existing customers or email subscribers that open an email that you sent them. And this works the same way as website retargeting, except the event that triggers the retargeting ads is when they open an email that you sent them. And this is usually very effective because people that open your emails are much more engaged with your brand and more likely to buy. So it's very good to do. However, it also depends on cookies. So although it's profitable, it does have its limits. Okay, so those are the three types of traditional retargeting advertising campaigns: website visitor retargeting, abandoned cart retargeting, and opened email retargeting. So now I want to introduce you to the next generation of retargeting using our proprietary audience growth data platform. And I call it Next Gen Retargeting because it's very new and it builds on the successful strategies of traditional retargeting, audience list building, and email marketing. The first part of this platform uses new data technology to identify the specific names and email addresses of 20 to 30% of your organic or paid website visitors without them buying anything or filling out a form. So we build you a targeted audience email list of prospects that visited your website or clicked on your ads 5 to 10 times faster than anything you're currently doing. And not only does this platform supercharge the growth of your target audience email list, we automatically connect your new audience list of prospects that were just on your website to automated follow-up email campaigns that immediately boost your sales and profits. And we do all of this in 3 simple steps. First, we connect our proprietary identity graph to your website that contains the personal identifiers of online buyers. This is a very special database of people that have repeatedly purchased goods and services online. And then when a visitor comes to your website or landing page, our technology matches your visitors to our graph and identifies the specific names and email addresses of 20 to 30% of your website visitors without them filling out a form or purchasing anything. All they need to do is land on a page of your website, and within 15 seconds we capture their name and email address. And we cross-check and validate your audience data in many ways. First, we use exclusion lists to eliminate anyone that is an existing customer, has filled out a form on your website, or is currently on your email list. And next, we verify the validity of all the names and email addresses in your audience data. And then we take it a step further because we verify that every email address you get has been active within the past 2 weeks. And this is why our average email deliverability rate is 97%, and our open rates and conversions are very high. And this is first-party data, so you own and control this target audience data. And the third step of next-gen retargeting is a 100% done-for-you service. This is an optional service that you can do yourself if you're set up for it, but most clients have us do this. And in this step, we write and send out on your behalf a series of low-key, personalized, and customized follow-up emails sent to your new prospects, starting right after they visited your website. And these emails have a huge average deliverability rate of 97%. And we've dialed in a very soft-touch content approach for these emails, and they're proven to generate very high open rates and sales conversion rates, because these people were just on your website. So let's summarize the benefits of next-gen retargeting and our new audience growth data platform. You will be able to capture 5 to 10 times more target audience data from existing traffic for very fast and permanent target audience growth. And it plugs you into short and long-term automated and customized email marketing campaigns. It builds permanent retargeting audiences to boost the volume of your retargeting ads. And you can use this audience data to build huge lookalike audiences in Google or on other ad networks. So not only can you continuously email this growing target audience, but you can also continuously send them retargeting display ads, because for the first time ever, your retargeting data is permanent and you own it. In summary, next-gen retargeting combines and leverages the 3 most proven and highest ROI strategies that exist today. By capturing first-party data from 20 to 30% of your website visitors and paid ad traffic, we boost your ownership of your target audience by 3x, 5x, or even 10x without you doing anything. For example, if your website gets 10,000 visitors per month, at a 20% match rate, you would be adding 2,000 new names and email addresses per month to your target audience list. And after just 1 year, your email list, your owned audience, will increase by 24,000 prospects. The next strategy we leverage is retargeting of organic and paid advertising traffic. And the reason retargeting works is because most visitors to your website are qualified prospects. They already know your brand, but people are busy and they get distracted very easily. And that's why retargeting works so well. But with next-gen retargeting, we don't depend on cookies. We use a proprietary online buyer's identity graph to match and capture your visitors' data. And the third strategy that we leverage is short-term and long-term email marketing. With a well-known average of 42x ROI, email marketing is the highest ROI of any kind of marketing, because once you own a targeted audience list, sending emails costs very little. And there are 2 types of email marketing campaigns: short-term campaigns for now buyers and long-term campaigns for future buyers. And although the primary focus for most companies is the now buyer, using short-term retargeting emails and display ads to get them back to your website or offer for an immediate profit boost, we can also set up long-term email marketing campaigns for future buyers that nurtures trust and maintains a top-of-mind relationship with your list for ongoing long-term sales and profits. In fact, as you probably know, the value of email marketing to a target audience email list that you maintain an ongoing relationship with is estimated to be a minimum of $1 per month per email address, which is $12 per year per email address, and it's a lot more for some industries. So a targeted audience email list of just 10,000 emails is worth at least $120,000 per year in additional profits. And some of our clients have increased their profits by that much or more within just 2 months, and in fact with a lot less emails. Okay, so now let's look at some case studies from some of our clients. Case study number 1 is a high-volume retail e-commerce website, and they increased their sales by $24,000 in just their first week for an immediate short-term ROI of 14x. Case study number 2 is a fashion retail e-commerce website, and they're capturing between 10,000 and 15,000 new contacts every month, with an average sales increase of $24,100 for every 1,000 contacts. And this is generating a short-term monthly ROI of 12x. Case study number 3 is a high-volume health products e-commerce website, and their primary objective is to increase their list growth speed to increase their long-term email marketing campaign profits. And they're getting an immediate short-term ROI of 9.25x. Case study number 4 is another health products e-commerce website, and they're getting an average increase in sales of over $69,000 per month, with an average gross profit of 85%, and their immediate short-term monthly ROI is 20x. And case study number 5 is a local roofing company, and they're capturing 800 new contacts per month with an increase in sales of $40,000 per month, giving them a short-term monthly ROI of 20x. And because their average customer value is so high, they don't need a high volume of traffic or contacts per month that we capture. And case study number 6 is another local roofing company, and they're capturing about 1,000 new contacts per month, and they increased their sales by $224,000 in their first month, for a crazy short-term monthly ROI of 110x. Okay, so thank you for watching our video. For more information, please contact Troy Sinclair or click the link below to schedule an appointment.